Welcome to episode 1 of the Smart Home Collective Minis. These episodes are going to be much shorter, probably in the 5 to 10 minute range, and it's really just an opportunity for me to have a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a rave around what I'm seeing in the smart home space, and really just share my opinion, whether you agree or disagree. Connected Home over IP, or CHIP as we like to call it, has now rebranded itself as Matter. It doesn't matter! And the Zigbee Alliance, which previously was the board of the committee which championed the Zigbee protocol, has now been redefined as the Connectivity Standards Alliance, or the CSA. On episode 4 of the normal podcast, we had a good discussion, a little bit of a debate around what the thoughts were on CHIP, or what was now called Matter. But if you want to learn some more, head over to builtwithmatter.com, and you'll see some of the companies that are partnering up with the Alliance, such as Amazon, Apple, Comcast, Google, Huawei, IKEA, funnily enough, Schneider Electric, SmartThings, Somfy, and Silicon Labs and Tuya. So listen, it's got a decent backing. I think we all hope this works out. I think I've certainly aired in the past my cynicism around what Matter is trying to achieve. It doesn't matter! Now onto Amazon news. Amazon have released newer versions of the Echo Show 5 and Echo Show 8. And if you head over to Automate Your Life tutorials, there's a good run through of what those new features look like. Within the UK, the prices are £120 for the 8 and £75 for the Show 5. And I think within the US, there's a $5 discount on the previous versions. Interestingly enough, if you head over to amazon.co.uk, you will see Echo Show spots are still for sale for £120. You heard me right, an Echo Show spot for £120. Amazon, what the fuck? For a refurbished version, and here's the fantastic sale, £10 off. You can buy an Echo Show spot for £110. Okay, so Echo Show 5, £75, Echo Show 8, £120. Why not spoil yourself with an Echo Show spot? And for that reason, Amazon wins the fail crown for this episode. In other news, Stu over at Stu's Reviews did his regular unboxing video. And actually, I think this is probably my favourite one so far. And there's a number of reasons. The first thing he opened was a Bugatti 800, which is the robot vacuum I have. It's not a fancy fang-dangled one, pretty basic, but it does have GPS. It does some form of mapping, but the suction power is great. So Stu, I know you've already got a LiDAR one, but I do love my Bugatti. He then went on to take an almighty chunk out of his leather top writing desk. Stu, that was a sore one. But the highlight of the video has to be the very creepy mask that someone sent him. Now, I'm not pointing fingers here. It could have been Gareth Jones, because funnily enough, that mask looks awfully like Paul Hibbert. I'm just going to put that out there. Now, Stu almost earned him the fail crown for this episode purely for the fact that somebody sent him a smart toilet brush. Probably one of the most stupidest smart things I've seen in a long time. But yeah, another great unboxing, Stu. Well done. Thanks very much. For the Home Assistant aficionados out there, Bearded Tinker stuck out a really good video on how to monitor the status of some of the key features of your Home Assistant setup, which was inspired by Phil Hawthorne from the Home Assistant podcast. So certainly go out and check that video by Bearded Tinker. Reed over at Smart Home Solver managed to flex his sensor muscles. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. He managed to flex muscles because he bought so many sensors, is what I'm trying to say. So if you're in the market for contact sensors and motion sensors, I think this video Reed's put out is probably one of the most comprehensive ultimate video on sensors that you could probably get, and actually it gives some good insight and ideas of how to use them, so go and check that out. And lastly, it's not specifically smart home related, but I think it's an important message that we all should consider, given that it's Mental Health Awareness Week. My good man Paul Hibbert put out a really important video this week regarding his mental health, regarding mental health in general, and I think the stigma that goes along with men and men dealing with mental health. So please go over and check out Paul's new video. Massively important. And a big thank you for Paul to having the balls to stick that out, to be honest, because I know it probably wasn't easy. So thanks, Paul. And that's it. That's the first episode of Smart Home Collective Minis, or as I'm going to refer to them, SHCMs. SHCMs? Nah, Smart Home Collective Minis. Thanks, guys.